Yeah, this is Ben and Anthony. They're two of the other inspectors back there. They're back there to fingerprint you and start you with your security clearance. All right. So most of you I recognize, been through this before. It's the same thing as last year. If you have any questions or you want to do a refresher, if you go on our website, which is amarillo.gov, is the city website. You go over to the top left, it says department. You go to environmental health. Once it pulls up environmental health, you go to the bottom, and then you can pull off our guidelines for temporary events and cook-offs. And supposedly everything you need to know is in this. It's several pages. So if you have any questions about what you're supposed to be doing, you can look through that. When we come and do our inspections, basically what we're going to be looking for is how you're handling the food, ask you questions about your cooking, ask your questions about your serving, check and make sure that you have a way of at least washing your utensils, washing your hands, using hand sanitizer, using gloves if you're going to touch the ready-to-eat food. Make sure that you have a covered dish that you're serving the food out of to protect it from the flies. Because even though Gary tells us there's no flies, we have photo evidence that there is flies.
There can't be many. We haven't had any rain, so I think they all
There's
died.
a bunch of flies this year. The drier it is, the worse the flies are, and the better the mosquitoes are. So if you have any questions, go to our website, pull that up. If you have a question about what you read in here, you can call our office and somebody will call you back.
And those sheets are all in their packets that y'all picked up.
This is in their packet.
Yes.
Okay, this is in their packet. So you have it there to read. Read down through that. Does anybody have any questions?
Since a lot of people don't have running water, what to you is an acceptable way of washing utensils?
They will have a wash station set up that will have hot and cold running water for washing that. They also have hand washing stations set up so you can wash your hands. You may have to walk a ways to get to it, but if you get your hands dirty enough to wash with running water, but you can have the dishes in your booth that you can set up with the wash water, the rinse water, and the sanitizer. You can just use the plastic dish pans to do that.
Yeah, we'll have 4 stations, 4 washing stations, and
Okay.
yeah. So we have like 6 different stations to get water. So we'll have plenty of access to the water. Everybody's done a super job, like I said. A lot of you are old pros, do a great job year in, year out. I personally want to thank David and the Health Department. They have worked with us very well. But in turn, we have responded to what they have asked, and you guys and gals have done a great job. So thank you for what you do. It's vitally important. We got to do it right, continue to have it, and you've done that. And I thank you, and I thank you, Dave, for working with us.
You're going to have the Coors Cowboy Club, right?
Yes, we'll have our FDI guys out there.
They'll be in shirts that easily identifiable.
Yeah.
If you have something that comes up, you can contact them. We'll be there on Thursday, probably most of the day. So if you have a question, you can find one of us. We'll be just kind of wandering around, going booth to booth and checking on everything.
Right. You know, the health department really like having those FBI agents out there. You remember last year it was food and beverage inspectors is what it is. I changed it this year. Butch Bingham heads it up. It stands for Follow Butch's Instructions. So what he's there is to help you. He's there to help. I got more compliments that cookers said, thanks for having them out there. They give some great ideas, some great thoughts. They're not out there to hammer you. They're out there to help. And they did a great job. So you don't have any questions. The main deal is Wednesday's kind of our show night. You know, it's a little more lax. The health department's not out there. They're going to come Thursday. So they're going to walk around Wednesday and they say, okay, that may be cool right now. You can't do that tomorrow. You can't do that. And just listen to what they're saying. They're there to help. But like I said, most people just follow the rules. It's great.
We're there to ask you 20 questions while you got a headache.
Most of them do on Thursday.
Yeah.
But no, that seriously, and the main deal as far as health, another deal is it's got to be government inspected meat that we serve the public. No wild game, nothing that if you do go that, you got to have a receipt or something to show that it's bought and it's inspected meat. Okay, so it's very, very important. Don't serve that to the John Q. public. You can't do that on Thursday.
And any raw meat needs to be stored under refrigeration.
Right, that's it.
Mechanical refrigeration. So if you have your own refrigerator that you can plug in, it's a temperature, you can keep it there at your booth. But if you don't, they'll have a trailer that is refrigerated that you can put it into.
Well, we have two this year. We have one over there at the AT&T parking lot and another one down there at Taylor's parking lot. So we have two reefers to keep your meat cold. So it's going to be pretty convenient. You don't have to go very far. And y'all did a great job doing that last year, David. They did a great job. So any other questions for David or the gang here real quick? David, thanks for being here. You're welcome to stay if you like, but we appreciate your support. Thank you. We do the Chamber without sponsors. If I read all the sponsors, we'd be here till 8 o'clock, but it's just mind-boggling. Now, we blow people away with the sponsorship, and we can't begin to say thank you. But we always have 3 lead sponsors, been here from the start, and that's Arctic Glacier, Premium Ice. I don't know if anybody from Arctic Glacier, you see them step in. Kurz of Amarillo, is anybody from Kurz here? And I did see Kirk Suter. He's standing back there. He's going to try to sneak out. But Kirk with Tyson Fresh Meats. Kirk, thank you for your continued support. Y'all did a great job. Then you see all the other sponsors. And by the way, Jan Grab posters are up there. Take them with you and post them all around town. Let people know. Once again, this year, tickets are $25. Before the event, 30-day of the event, you buy them at Panhandle Tickets. Go online, buy them there, or in the United Supermarket right now. And we do have our cooker displayed at Market Street United. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's really a good-looking one, and it has a 16-foot trailer this year of any kind allowed on the grounds. If you're cooking it, whatever, don't bring live animals, okay? Okay, check-in starts at 9 a.m. on Wednesday morning. 9 a.m. Please give us time to get everything coordinated. We're out there till late Tuesday running electricity, so we got a head start, so we don't have electrical lines all Wednesday morning. We used to do that, so we stepped it up. We got the electrical lines run Tuesday, and we'll be ready for you to arrive on the scene Wednesday at 9 a.m. Every team must be set up to start the show, or everybody has to be set up when they check in that Wednesday by 4 o'clock. Have everything ready by 4 o'clock. And Andrew also is here. You know, we're going to have grease. How many grease containers are you going to have, Andrew? 6 of them. They're everywhere. No reason to dump grease anywhere. Please don't put it in the grass. Don't put it in the street. Don't put it in the trash can. We had a fire started in one of the deals a couple years ago. That grease gets hot. Just dump it in the grease where we have it put there. And also, we really did a great job. I'm not sure. I don't think we had any hiccups on this. Don't cut the fence. Okay? We have that fence there for a reason, trust me. A lot of people don't think 25 is too much. They like getting barbecue for nothing. If there's a hole in the fence, they'll find it. Please don't cut the fence. Okay, the Taylor building, everybody knows where Larry Taylor's building is. Parking lot, 11th and Taylor. No parking in that lot and no parking at the Family Support Services. To hold the chamber barbecue, I got to have 70% of the tenants in that area sign off for the city to allow us to close the street. And if we were to park in their lot and they got upset, they don't sign off, we won't hold the barbecue there. So we got to just play by their rules. Larry Taylor gives the other lot to put porta potties and everything else in. He's a great guy. He said, "Oh, I'm asking Gary, I don't have control. Please don't park in my parking lot." So don't park in this parking lot. Our Family Support Services, please. Okay, I think everybody knows about Wednesday's activities. We deliberately try to keep that low, and there's a reason for that. If we have a big crowd on Wednesday, they're not buying a barbecue ticket to come to the event Thursday. So it's really family night. We deliberately try to keep that low, so we don't want a huge crowd on Wednesday. That's more for the cooks and everybody else to enjoy it. You got wristbands in your packet. If you're a cook, get your wristbands on. Have your wristbands there. I think everybody knows about that. One thing that we have a problem with every year, and I'm asking everybody's help, and I'm not saying everybody's guilty. My staff has started working on this 2 months ago. The day of the event, we're there till 12 midnight, and I'm on a crying pillow. We get there at 6 in the morning, we're there till midnight, back at 6 in the morning. We all have jobs to do, and the reason we do it is to accommodate you folks and to accommodate the public coming in. Because we want you all to be comfortable, we appreciate what you do, we want the public to have a good time. We do not have time to drive around there at 4 o'clock and say, please move your cars. It's in the rules. Have your cars out of the area each day by 4 o'clock. No exceptions. There's no reason for anybody to have a car. And if you do, I'm going to ask you why. I'll probably bring some other cooking teams with me and ask you why you think you don't have to have your car out of there by 4 o'clock. It's real simple. Every year we have to run around to a few teams that please move your car, and we have to go 2 to 3 times. And we all have jobs to do. My staff's running 900 miles an hour to accommodate everybody. Please don't park your cars in there. I think everybody knows on the serving, you know, having the tents, I'll need to go in that. As far as serving, you got to have the gloves, you got to have the bleach water clean. The public, you got to serve them, keep your food heated. It's all in the health package. So, you know, look at it and find out what we're asking. Like I said, you guys and gals do a great job. I mean, David and May left. Health department was just blown away last year. They said thank you, special thank you. I think I recognize you folks. I mean, y'all did a super job, and we couldn't hold it without you. So we want to make this as easy as we can on you guys and gals. But I can't thank you enough for what you do. I mean, it is a talked about event. I might tell you, you know, Lubbock Chamber's going to have their night barbecue. I think how they started is they came film dyers, which we do that in the chamber business. And I went down earlier this year and spoke to the Odessa board of directors, and the Odessa Chamber of Commerce is going to have their first barbecue in October this year. So it's kind of a cool deal. They're very excited. They got a lot of cookers already signed up, and they want me to come down for that. We will have some Odessa Chamber folks here. Once again, they said we want to see it the day of the event, and I said, hold tight. You're getting ready to see it, because they can put them at 10th and Polk Gate and really let them get an experience. But it is. It's crazy. It's fun. It's exciting. We couldn't do it. Pam's up here. Anything about judging that you want to say? Does anybody have any questions about judging, or Pam, anything like to say?
They really laid out a nice sheet for everybody, this judging criteria. The main thing I'm going to tell you is the kind of meat you need to buy. Please don't, on the brisket, on the spare ribs, I don't want baby backs, and I do not want beef ribs. Just on the spare ribs category, okay? I mean pork ribs, okay? I don't care if you cut them Kansas City style, that's fine, but no baby backs and no beef ribs. As far as other goes, anything pretty much goes as long as it's primarily meat, and that is the only category which we allow garnishing. But everything else pretty much is fine on the other category. We've had lots of things. We've had lobster, we've had salmon, we've had steak, we've had a little bit of everything there. And anything pretty much goes there. So that way you kind of know what kind of meats to buy. And if you have any questions and you're new cooks, I'll be right there in just a few minutes.
Great, yeah, y'all step over and ask any questions. We'll stop it here pretty quick and ask if anybody else has any questions. And like I said, I didn't try to rush through it, but you guys and gals know what's going on. You've done this for a number of years. Yes, sir.
The chicken judging.
Okay, the chicken, I'm glad you brought it. That's one thing that's going to hit. Tyson's good enough. They're going to provide brisket and ribs. There will not be chicken this year, but they'll have the briskets and ribs, so which is a huge, huge, huge commitment. If I was going to touch on that. So just bring whatever you want to do on Wednesday. You won't have the chicken this year.
But you're not going to have a chicken.
No, we won't have a contest or anything like that. Call, turn in what you want.
We just do other rather than chicken like in most barbecues.
Yeah. But once again, Kirk's back there, but Tyson thinks they come forward, and man, that's a commitment and a half, and we can't thank them enough.
Are they going to be the same? What was it, 4 briskets and 6 lumps of ribs, or?
Yeah, 4 and 6. I believe that's exactly right. Now we go around, I know there's some teams here that don't have as big cookers and they can't cook as much. So we go around and say, hey, I can't quite cook that much. Let us know. We'll find some of the bigger cookers that will take care of it. But Wednesday's on you, whatever you want to cook. Don't cook that meat for Wednesday, obviously. That's for family night, whatever you all want to bring to cook. Oh yeah, I had a couple of deals I want to tell you about. Firestone Building. Everybody knows the old Firestone Building over there at 10th and Tyler. 10th and Tyler. Okay, we use the AT&T parking lot. In turn, I have got that building, I fence it off. It's for the AT&T folks to park. You can't park in there. That's why they allow us to use their lots. And please don't block the entrance. There's one entrance there that comes in off 10. All AT&T's asking have access in and out of that parking lot. So don't park in the Firestone parking lot building. That's for them. One other thing, we've always had a running rule that we're not going to sell. Companies can't come out and sell giveaways, nonprofits and so forth. I think that's a good rule because you start it, it goes nuts. But we do have a special deal this year, and I went to the mayor and several other people. Unfortunately, I guess you'd say, this is the 10th year anniversary of 911 coming up, a drastic time in America. And so this year, the police department will be selling out 911 shirts. And we think it's appropriate with the 10th anniversary coming up that they be allowed to do so. So we're stretching the rules. I talked to the mayor. It's a great cause. We're talking about men and women that put their lives on the line so we can have things like the chamber barbecue. So for the police department, the fire department, they'll be selling those at the barbecue. And we're going to stretch the rules this year and let them sell shirts. I don't think anybody would have a problem with that, especially what we're talking about. So,
does that money stay here, Gary?
it will stay here, yes ma'am.
Do you know what they're asking? How much they're?
I think they're $10.
This is going to be pretty.
The shirts, I don't know, they'll have it. I think that's what they are. The only thing, we're going to have a little area on the one church parking lot. They have their storage bin back there behind the automotive place. We just needed to have a little spot there that they can go in and out and get stuff. But, that really doesn't present a problem because the big crowd comes after the event starts. They just need access during the day. We usually don't block that. So that shouldn't be a problem.
At the end, when it's all over on Thursday, clean up your mess. I mean, everybody's trying to leave, but all at once, we wait in line, and then there's people just leave their trash there's guys out there collecting trash. Put your trash in the trash can.
Thank you.
You got kids and crap in front of your tent. Pick it up, put it in the trash can. I picked up several spots last year waiting for us to leave.
Yeah.
Because we had to get
the more trash you leave, the later we're out there cleaning up. I'm not on pity party, but we got away about 1 in the morning. And after 3 days of that, we're pretty tired. And some of the folks in the chamber are getting old. Not me, but I'm worn out. So I thank you both.
He's looking over
there.
there.
If you don't mind, we have places to dump your trash. Please dump them. We try to keep it up and keep the trash containers. But yeah, thank you for saying that. Please pick it up. Any way you can help us, we most appreciate it. It's over when you knock the beer down. You stop the beer and it's over. So we have somebody, I don't know how that works. We'll have a chamber person stationed at every beer stop and say, knock it off. And we make a lot of friends. All the people waiting in line, their cups out.
Usually after the judging's over and everybody's got their awards and everything, everybody goes back to the booth and starts.
Beer companies have been super about it. They lock her down when we say that. So they lock down the beer, and they still, somebody has full beer, and it'll take a few minutes to finish that up. And we kind of get the police to say, please leave, the cookers want to get out. So we get out there pretty quick.
Yes, sir. Gary, the reefer trucks that we store our meat in at night, is it necessary to put locks on them? And the only reason I'm asking, 2 years in a row now, 1 o'clock in the morning, the security guards can't find the guy that has the key.
Great.
And it takes an hour and a half for somebody to find it and get it open.
This year,
I bought locks. The locks I bought was the same the security guards will all have.
okay. Thank you. So every security guard have a key. Perfect. Way to go, Andrew. Good, that's a good question, But and it's very important to put your meat in there in those reefers. Keep it there. The health department will ask you that, it's very important. But once again, in closing, it is the event. And it's the event because of you folks out there. We understand.